Ripped from the heavens by the nefarious designs of Neovan Darnus, the false mood Alamut hurtled into Vilbrand, its shattering impact forming a network of labyrinth caverns beneath the surface. Braving dangers untold, the Warrior of Light plumbs the subterranean depths that the truth behind the seventh umbral calamity may be unearthed. Oh, what? I really have to do that? Oh my gosh, fine. This is silly. Apparently I can't start it right now. We immediately get derailed. Sorry, this will take like 1 minute. It'll be fine. Why can you not do New Game Plus while undertaking a leave? Loading screens, our greatest enemy right now. Oh, game's a little quiet. Oh, it might be a little quiet. I turned it down earlier. I turned it up on soundboard, but let me turn it up in game a little bit as well. That should help a little bit. Kitty. Kitties are good today. They are... I need to turn my sound down now. Destroying my ears. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, I'm too strong for this. I actually don't know how to do this. Nope. Wait, this is so dumb. Okay. I turn this down for me. Okay, why am I completely forgetting how this works? if I do this... Okay. How is that? Is volume okay there? Oh, too quiet? It's probably still gonna tell me I can't do it, right? This is so dumb. I actually don't know what to do. Nope. Why are they still getting one shot? Might work. Okay. Okay, now that I'm out of battle, let me put my clothes back on. Okay. Alright, that took way too long. Let's do this one more time. Binding coil of Bahamut. Commence. Alright, how is the music now? Pretty quiet. Alright, that's okay. Sorry, I was getting overwhelmed there. That's how I turned down my volume. Okay, I have my volume turned down, so I can turn it up as much as needed now. It's a little quiet for me. Should be fine. I think that's about where I normally have it, so hopefully that is okay. Relive past adventures. Binding coil of Bahamut. Pray return to the waking sands. Been a long time since we've been back here. I think we already did this first quest, and so we're gonna have to do it again, but I'll just speed through it. Okay, it took like 10 minutes just to get started. Ugh, so annoying. Wait, we can use our outfit. This isn't the right outfit. Where's that? There we go. This is our MSQ outfit. When the scenery moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had roused. The portents gave us to believe, one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, it was observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldst assist her in howsoever thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. I also gave Celestia a new haircut. It's been a long time, so I changed it. I was gonna go with something really crazy, but I ended up just going with a ponytail, which was kind of boring, but I don't know. I really liked how it looked on her. Alice! Suspicious fancy orange. Oh no. This was before he was suspicious. I mean, he's kind of always been suspicious. Does, I don't know, talk a little weird. And he always has the hood and the goggles on. It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alfino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alice Leveilleur, I thank you for coming. I've heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand the Black Wolf is slain, and his ultima weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am able to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Delamute's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of aether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius Van Belsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the aether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations, and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12, that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanished, together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Celestia. Lioki. Loki, I don't know. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others. I have thus handled matters alone, and I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and the Scions. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action. I sense that we will accomplish much together. Let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occident straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first, locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private. You may consider her my assistant. Yep. We've done this. So yeah, we did this quest, we talked to that person, and that's where we left off. So I will slow it down once we get to the new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it always really messes me up when they say man. Is why the main reason I was thinking of changing our MSQ character to female. Yeah. Yuki, the woman of action. Yeah, it's amazing how that little difference, like, I don't know, it's really noticeable. Like, every time it's like, wait, what? Yeah, we've done this before. What are we doing? At least he's fled. No, please, not now. I mean, that's probably my fault. But that's fair. I could kind of see it. Yeah, it's less limiting as well. I feel like I am not very good at playing male characters. Hi, Luna. Yeah, well, can pretend, says Theoki. Someday he'll be able to do this on his own, but he is not strong enough quite yet. Luna, you can't just lay on the keyboard, baby. You have so much room. I'm pleased to see you again, Celestia. I've already shared the fruits of our expedition with Urianger. Let us together ponder their implications. We view the opening cutscene for the Binding Core of Bahamut before accepting this quest. View the opening cutscene. What? Sure. I don't remember that. Let's do it. Ready for a cutscene? Luna. Stop it. You need to move, baby. Sorry. Do not need to get back behind everything. She's like trying to like climb behind the monitors. I'm worried she's gonna knock something over. Yeah, that is something that's a little weird with MMOs, is that, yeah, if you don't do the quest in the right order, the world state reverts. So this is actually after 2.0. Because yeah, this is before we fought Good King Mugamog or Leviathan or any of that. So this was, we defeated Gaius, we heard Bahamut roar, and then we like immediately went and did this thing, technically. And then after we finished all of this, that's when we started 2.1. So that would have been the correct way to do it. But I just wanted to get into 2.1. So this is actually before Crystal Tower, I believe, even. But yeah, if you think of it in terms of what we've done, yeah, just like everything's fallen apart, and then we just go on this random adventure with Alice, which is really funny. Scars left by the calamity. I can scarce breathe for the surfeit of ether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of ether was irrecoverably altered 5 years ago. Behold, one of the objects that caused that alteration, a fragment of the lesser mood, Dalamud. Ancient Allag created Dalamud, or Meteor, to use the Garlean name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Amazing. Dalamud's internal defenses still function in spite of everything. Testament to the ingenuity of the Allagans. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology. I'm certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long laid buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond. We've come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. Gods preserve. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. Wait, I think this was the art you were talking about yesterday. So I think it was from this raid. Wasn't there like a giant wing with like Allagan platforms? I'm pretty sure this was like, must have been concept art for like this shot. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. Yeah, and it was yellow with like, yeah, the blue Allagan contrast. So yeah, it must have been right where we are now. It's exciting. At Cartano, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the Dreadworm proved too powerful. He soon broke free of his confines. Yet, instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished. Whither to, no one knew. Until this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did Grandfather defeat him? Or is there some other explanation? Yeah, that's exactly what Alice just said. Yeah, what happened? We must press on if we're to learn the truth. Same, Alice. What is going on? Is that Luis Wax? Wait, what? Anytime anybody's overlooking you from a cliff and you look up and they're gone, that's a bad sign. It's always a bad sign. Something nefarious is going on. This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It's indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Gods, that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. Huh. This resembles a finger. Is that his claw? It is, okay. That's terrifying. Look how small we are compared to him. We are on the screen right here. That's terrifying. Luna, what are you trying to do, baby? And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. And with the wings, it seems to be frozen. For that I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I had assumed that Bahamut's reversions to Aether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm. But if he's still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it, then, that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? Still so much we do not know about Cartano. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. This contraption, is it used to control the saturation of ether? I suppose there's only one way to find out. The dragon you vanquished earlier, doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption around its neck, was likely a receptor of some description, used to enslave the creature. Ancient Allag possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. Its guardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure, could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Allagans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. Oh. Wait, were we trying to turn it on? I don't remember. Not sure this is a good thing. I could be wrong though. Gods be good. Is it? Oh, that's Bahamut's head. This is Bahamut's head. What is that? What am I seeing? That is a giant dragon. That enormous crystal pulsates as if it were a heart. And the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time? No. No, no, no. This cannot be true. This would mean that grandfather died for naught. This is not good. All sorts of not good things happening. Confound it. We do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Who is that? No. Can't be. Grandfather! Is it truly you? Uiswa! What is happening? No, don't leave me again. Please. Grandfather! I don't know what he said. I want to know what he said. I know. We can do no more for now. What is happening? This looks like... How did we come to be in northern Thanalan of all places? Oh, but such details matter little. Grandfather's alive, Celestia. Bahamut did not defeat him. Why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we would both be better for a rest. Let us return to the waking sands and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, Celestia. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Urianger would like to speak with you regarding your experience inside the binding coil. Full glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alice hath apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louis Sois was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart, I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alice upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. Shall we begin then? Urianger, understand you have a report of your own to share with us? Aye, my lady, even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance bespoking primal activity was observed. In Mordana it was first marked. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Carteneau Flats. Strange, there have been no reports of primal activity in that region. Could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Vilbren to the heart of Aldenard. 'Twould seem so, my lady. It is all but certain, then. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Carteneau, and is since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady. Taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force, till he doth waken to rain ruin upon the land. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, Celestia. Bahamut may still live, but so too does my grandfather. For the past 5 years he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louis Sois doth yet live. I durst not hope. If thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Urianger, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Celestia. He vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had the chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalamud pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I'm certain that we will find grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to revert a repeat of the calamity. That would not be necessary, Urianger. Being the great consolator that he is, Alphino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat, while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. Celestia, you have heard me swear to do these things. Without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorze is not past. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. Quest complete. Deeper we go. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartano Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal. By thy hand where truth's great and terrible rested from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions. The unknoweth doth beckon with irresistible allure. Ne'er have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alice hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice and leap unflinching into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. Mine apologies. I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Celestia, I'm both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of what we have learned, that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castromocydins, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite. Within the depths of that structure, we discovered not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. But even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of mine own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Ramboros, preeminent scholar of the Sons of St. Cognac, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Allegan prison. It would seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty unto the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. It was for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Yeah, Fancy Orange is quite the tall individual in this group. Both Celestia and Alice are a little short here. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal devices that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal. From the information provided to us by the Sons of St. Cognac, we have learned that these contraptions were termed intermittent hulks, that each bore the designation Ragnaros class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the selfsame energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He is merely allowed to be. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working, yet so adamant, that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of the faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Allegans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the intermittent hulks would be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the ether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the 12's Wood an as yet unexplored fragment of the Lesser Moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment and the second of the intermittent hulks can be entered. As Eorzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fallgourd Float and make yourself known to my assistant. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can unlock the... I think we can finish this next step in less than 5 minutes. How's that now? Awkward float. Oh. I was acting weird. Yeah. Hooray for Tiny Warrior of Light! Leo Alice and Alphino no longer tower over the Warrior of Light. Or are towered over by the Warrior of Light. Said that backwards. Celestia, I've been expecting you. My name is Anella. I've been accorded the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder, that I may better assist Lady Alice with her endeavors here in the Twelveswood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery, and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Outer Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in Lana Scotia, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray, seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment. Well placed to show you the thing, nothing less. What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to bloody pulp under the granite fists of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger... Oh, my apologies, madam. Lady Alice did send word of your impending arrival. It would seem I've grown rather accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dalamud. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. The interior, while assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located on the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Allegans seem so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alice will soon be arriving at Fallgourd. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the exploration. The road ahead promises peril aplenty. I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Right. Just got it. One final conversation and we are done. Mistress Astrathi, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey? Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. There's aught I might do to aid you. Alice! Oh, Lady Alice. Oh, my apologies. Master Alphino. Has there been a change of plans? Ranger informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Celestia, though I would strenuously deny it if she were present, my sister's admiration and affection of our grandfather exceeds even my own. On the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alice is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. Our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. Yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. Time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders. When it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alice must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. Everyone's a primal Erassian! Oh no! Oh, Louisoix's a primal. I mean, he was... it's not impossible. It's an interesting theory. I'll have to see if it works out. But yeah, what happens? I'm glad that is you with whom she makes the journey. Alice is to discover a deeper purpose. And where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? It was there that I found mine, after all. Tis past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, Celestia. Lieutenant Enea, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alice is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return.